Anybody ready for another round? Then stick around. Hello there YouTube and welcome to this month's Mixed Doubles. Yes, the horror review show where I review two horror films of two different subgenres and then where I review each film within 3 minutes or less, because if I reviewed them full length or whatever, this video would go on for ages. So yeah, here we go. This month's theme though is what you don't see. So yes, two horrors, two subgenres with the elements of what you don't see, where less is more. So to kick that off, we're reviewing Jaws. Okay, so for the first mixed double review, I'm reviewing Jaws. Yes, directed by Steven Spielberg, starring Roy Schneider, Robert Shaw and Richard Dreyfuss, Lorraine Gary and Murray Hamilton. This is based on the book by Peter Benchley. So basically, in the small town of Amityville, Sheriff Chief Martin Brody has to, stop this man-eating shark from causing chaos and havoc, all on opening week of the summertime, and resorts to the help of a marine biologist and extreme fishermen who are all willing to band together to take this big monster fish down. So let's get on to my likes and dislikes about this one. First of all, my likes. I like this one. I like the suspense. I love the soundtrack. Who can forget that? That soundtrack, that that has become an iconic piece of music there from John Williams, and I love that musical score. I love the intensity and the thrills in it, and the horror elements in this too. There were some good jump scares in this, such as the head in the boat, the shark finally emerging out of the water, and what made it even more unsettling is what you don't see. You see the shark. Now, the shark from a distance was filmed, it was a real shark, but when it was close up it was the dummy Bruce. And they had to reduce its screen time because it was the jaw that they used to control it, opening and closing, wasn't working, so they had to, think, let's do this trick from Hitchcock. Let's reveal little bits of the monster, and then in the finale, reveal the whole package. And that's exactly what they did, and it worked. It was an accident that made the film probably even better than ever thought. I think this is way better than the book, because in the book our three main protagonists, they're not very likable characters, and I say the film is definitely better than the book. I also liked leads in this. Roy Scheider, Robert Shaw, Richard Dreyfuss. They were great in this as they stood up against the shark. And it had good effects and good music, and this changed the way people go in the water forever. And what makes this even more unsettling is it is inspired by true events. Yeah, inspired by real true shark events and that. But yeah, this film I find very extreme for a PG film. It should be up higher, but it's a classic and it has stood the test of time to this very day. Made 3 sequels that weren't as good, but the first one I would say is the best one. Okay, so with all that being said, my dislikes, I don't really have any, you know. So yeah, that's it for my review on Jaws. With all that being said, oh yeah, the cinematography was good. There was a shooting star in one scene, yeah, which is an actual pure coincidence as well. Anyway, final thoughts and ratings. Jaws was great, the cinematography was great. This is a great film in all. So with all that being said, I'm giving Jaws 5 machetes out of 5. Now for our next mixed double. And for our second mixed double, I'm reviewing Alien, sci-fi horror in space, where no one can hear you scream. So, a group of scientists, they go to this planet, discover some stuff going on. Oh yeah, this is directed by Ridley Scott, stars Sigourney Weaver, John Hurt and some others. Basically, John Hurt's character, he gets a face hugger on the face, don't know what's going on, then the face hugger drops off, then he has an alien parasite, chest buster. A lot of gore, a lot of scary goreness and blood. Very unexpected, and so half of the reactions in that scene were real, pure real. That's what I liked about this. Anyway, yeah, a killer alien known as the Xenomorph is out on the kill, picking them off one by one. Okay, let's get to my likes and dislikes about this one. So, first of all, the likes. Well, like I just said, I like that notorious chestbuster scene. There wasn't meant to be that much gore in it, and you know, it was so unexpected that a lot of actors' reactions were real. One of the actresses, she got messed up by it psychologically. Great performances from our human leads. Now, for the other thing I liked was the suspense and the thrill. Yeah, we didn't see this creature until like the final act of the film. I mean, we saw bits of it, glimpses and that, including the scene where he's in the air vents and that creature's lurking in there and scares you and that. Yeah, I liked that. I liked everything about this film. You know, I mean, it's a good horror film. Yeah, this is a sci-fi horror in space. Ridley Scott directed it as a good sci-fi horror. James Cameron directed the sequel Aliens as a sci-fi action. But we're not talking about aliens right now, we're talking about Alien. Yes. Yeah, this was an enjoyable, entertaining film, and yeah, I love this film, and it's over 4 decades later, and it's still a great film. One dislike I would say is sometimes in some scenes the cinematography were a little bit too dark, but you know, they were okay, I guess. You know, the visual, you eventually got good visuals on the Xenomorph, but some scenes the cinematography was a little dark. That's my only error on this one. Sigourney Weaver, she was brilliant. You know, Ellen Ripley was originally written in the script as a man, but they changed it round to make Ripley a woman, and I think it kind of works. And she's the face of this franchise. Anyway, final thoughts and ratings. I gotta do this in 3 minutes or less. Went over in the last one. Yeah, final thoughts and ratings. Alien's a classic sci-fi horror. If you haven't seen it, where the hell have you been? I can't recommend it enough. So with all that being said, I'm giving Alien a 4 out of 5. Now for the next part, the shoutouts. This month's shoutouts go to Bronco Juggalo Talks Movies and Creepo Freak. Be sure to check out those two awesome horror YouTubers and to tell them that I sent you their way. Their channels are linked down below in the description. Well, that's pretty much it for this month's Mixed Doubles. Have you seen any of the films featured in this month's episode? If so, then let me know down in the comments below. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to share with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and to hit that notification bell. All of my social media links are linked down below in the description, so be sure to check all that out. Along with our shoutouts, their channels too are linked down below in the description. So yeah, that's it for this month's show. So until next time, don't have nightmares.